You're live. Hey, what I'm trying to figure out like how to share this to people.
Was it on YouTube?
Yeah, I want to share it. Yeah. Let's go to YouTube. Oh, I'm right here.
Oh, here we go.
D-Mac, are you on Facebook right now?
Yeah, I am.
All right, let me
All right.
let me send you the link. Okay, let me got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send the link to.
Okay, I see you right there. Yeah.
You see us?
Yep.
All right. Yep. There goes one person. Okay, let's send it to.
All right.
I wonder.
Hey, we on the Facebook Live. Jay. I sent you the I sent you the YouTube live. Oh, you gotta mute yours, D-Mac.
Do. Let me see that. We're on.
I know, right? Acting real old school right now. Like, how y'all do this? How y'all do this?
I'm just giving that. How do you do this?
How y'all youngins do this?
All right, let me send it. Let me send Grady one. You should get one to KD too. Well, he's driving right now.
How y'all do this? Bear with us if anybody is watching besides just us.
Right.
At least it'll be here for future reference.
Okay.
Man, but
I did not mean to do that. Okay, got 3 people watching.
let me send it to all right, on YouTube. Man, who else, man? Too bad we can't link it with Facebook.
I know, right? Well, I can post it on here. I'm about to post it from my page. Coronavirus.
Shit's real.
Shit's real.
Shit is real. We are not denying that.
We are not social distancing either right now.
Y'all not even 6 feet.
We're not even a foot.
Hey, look, before anybody want to be mad at judges, I did not know.
Right.
I did not know that it was an order coming down the pipeline.
Right. Let's put it out there right now.
I didn't know either.
Mm-hmm. Nobody knew.
I was minding my business, trying to provide knowledge to my friends and family out here.
Man, I was gonna go live on with my phone.
Okay. I'm gonna probably mute mine in a minute, actually, and just let it record all through there.
Okay. Oh, you need to charge?
Nah, I'm actually good at that.
Wow, this is the first. All right, I'm going live on Instagram right now.
Through the SIG page?
Yeah, through the SIG page.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't really hear.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be a lot. Oh, somebody else is going live. Whatever.
You got 2 people. Me and
Yeah.
Well, we got 3.
All right.
We're on 3 different.
Yeah.
1, 2. What about your phone too?
Yeah. Well, this is just us on the phone, though. I don't think it's recording.
Okay.
I'm trying to record it. Start now.
Hit it from all different angles.
Minimize the call to start sharing. It says. Sharing my screen. Oh, y'all can see. Can y'all see my screen? What I got going? Oh, that's kind of intrusive. It's kind of intrusive. Y'all go see y'all. Let me show y'all some reels. So I don't know if it's recording though.
Man,
it'd be like, y'all wasn't supposed to see that.
Only when necessary. Damn. Leave only when necessary. All right, let's go back over here.
So I guess the dilemma is me and you are going to be talking, but how can everybody hear what
What
they're
we're
talking
saying.
about?
Yeah. Well, we can't hear them.
What up, Mike B? Mike Burt?
Who?
With the man with the funniest post out there. We trying to get everything rolling. Little technical difficulties, you know.
Well, at least we got the YouTube up, but too bad.
So you guys are streaming. Y'all clicked in on the YouTube, but we can't see you though.
Yeah.
You said you could hear it. Coronavirus. It's like a 3-second delay. Okay. There's no way that you can like join in or something like that, or
I never had time.
let me see. It don't allow us. I hate technology. Damn it. I hate technology. You know, we got a Zoom. Anybody techie out there? We have a few people in a couple of different places right now. What's up, B? What's up, Mike? I'm on mute.
Who's that? IG right there?
Yeah,
Live right
Instagram Live.
Oh, okay.
there. Yeah. D Mac over here in the building. I mean, he's 6 feet away. Don't let the
Right. We're all social distancing ourselves right now. Okay.
I hear that delay on y'all end.
Hi for new reading classes. Go to readers.com. Choose from hundreds of styles and colors.
Let's see.
For under $20. And now,
Do you damn, how we gonna get them tied in?
I'm trying to think. Cause what's I was gonna say Zoom.
On Zoom, we maybe could do it all through Zoom.
Zoom, Duo.
Oh, Duo. But I don't. Can Duo link up with?
At least hear y'all. If not,
Hey, look, hold on. He
the
says
video.
be in your live video. Sent a request. Go live with. Do like that.
See.
Let's do that.
Yeah, that's through IG though. Unless we're gonna send you join it through IG, y'all.
Oh, look at that. Hey,
Well, I know you
Yeah,
techie.
that's IG though.
that's IG.
Yeah, you gonna do two people.
So of course I had to go ahead and respond to y'all while y'all doing this shenanigans. Yo, so all you gotta do is when if they're watching live, they can hit request to join the live chat. I don't know if there's a limit on how many people can do it, but you can just hit the button, which is what I just did.
Okay. We started on Facebook Live. We were trying to do Facebook Live, then we went to YouTube, and now we're on IG. So that's the issue there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit every social media before y'all.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna try to. Hey, look. Hey, this is a part of the entrepreneur journey, man.
Right.
We
Oh man, yeah, you should have hit up the ITTT SIG before you started this.
Hey man, we gotta let people know it's okay to be imperfect or in a time that
Right.
It's all good, bro. I saw this pop up and I just saw it. Yeah, so I'm like, let me see what these brothers talking about right quick.
some nonsense right there. We working on it though. We'll tap back in like 5 seconds though. We good to go.
Yeah.
Hey, you keep
Yeah, so anybody that's watching, just tell them to request to join the chat. I don't know how many channels you can have open because IG be kind of weak with that. So you might only be able to do 2 at a time. But if somebody has a question, they can hit the request to join in and they can ask it live. Or you can just type it down in the comment section.
Can you on IG? Can y'all join the video, the live video of the Nesby Entrepreneurship page? Do both of y'all follow that page? On IG, on Instagram.
Derek, you want to try it? Are you on Instagram?
I'm going on IG right now.
Yeah, try it and
Hey Mike, you got like one of the funniest pages going, man. You know what I mean? We got an interview in the content creator
Bro,
award.
you know I be wildin', man. Look, man, I work too many damn hours. Actually, I gotta remember, I gotta keep it PG. I work too many hours, man. So I gotta, release that stress somehow. So you know me and the jokes, man. I keep them going.
NSBE, or it's Nesbypreneur Sig. I'm sorry,
You got a new IG or
NSBE.
something?
Huh?
You got a new IG?
PRE.
a new one
Yeah. Which
No, it's on our Nesby page.
on Nesby.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
not the
Oh, I see you, Babs. I see both of you.
Let me see. I see Kwame pinging. Is he pinging me directly or is he? Oh, he just sent me something.
Yo,
direct.
yeah, he just sent a text.
It won't let you request to join.
Join.
Oh, maybe it only allow you to do one at a time. So that's what I was fearing. Yeah, they don't have
You do
multiple
one at a
channels.
time.
It's all good.
One of the options is the one you threw out before. I think Duo will allow you to do multiple folks.
I'm trying to
what
do a multiple. You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah,
hey, look at the San. See, we need to be like this. The little San Diego.
I saw that, man. I was trying to look at what they were using. I think they did use Duo.
Yeah, Duo or Zoom give you
I
a
think
group.
this is good for like folks.
They're
Because everybody who I've seen use the IG join only had one person talking at a time. Like, so if I hang up and let go right now, somebody else can join and talk to y'all. But
Oh, okay.
I think Duo will allow you to do multiple people.
See, that's the question right now.
Facebook Live won't let you do multiple either. I don't think.
All right. Well, look. Since we on time, then we're gonna kick you off, Mike. You gotta go. No, but I appreciate it. All right, check it out. So we'll just go through, and then y'all just join and say y'all piece, and then.
So look, see, there's request by Petty.
Yeah. Add him real quick.
Hit Petty. All right. Add. Unable to join.
Oh, if you unable to join, man.
Sent the request to be in your video. Hold up. Let's see who else. Zay. What about Zay?
Yeah.
Zay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do Zay.
Let's see.
Waiting for Zay.
Waiting for Zay.
Boom. Hey. All right, so we'll just do it like that then, one at a time, man.
One at a time.
Because we got like how many people that's requesting?
You don't need to put me on there.
Nah.
It's just me. I don't know, man. Look, we just got to do one at a time, everybody.
Yeah. So
thank you for your patience, everyone.
Yep.
Thank you for your patience, everyone.
Yep.
Hopefully, it'll be worth it.
Right.
It's a bunch of old non-tech savvy, want to be tech savvy folks. Hey, look, it's teaching us a lesson how technical we are.
Right.
But
all right.
Yeah. Anyway, man, just to get rolling. Welcome to Stock Talk. We just a bunch of guys that have been talking about stocks, have been interested in the market. Right now is a really good time to look into the market, in different plays. So I'll put a disclaimer out there. We are not, stock experts. We are not professionals. These are just our stocks, things that we're interested in. Feel free to do your own research, educate yourself, and invest in, stocks that, you feel work for you. So, everybody, we're going to roll through and introduce everybody, or I guess we got our first guest here on Stock Talk. My boy. I'm gonna drop a few. Oh, there you go, my brother Mike. Appreciate the contribution. It's a community effort. So, but anyway, my boy Jay, 916er like me. How you doing? Yeah, man. So just tell me real quick before we get into your stock. Just how'd you get into? How long have you been dabbling in stock? What got you into it, and what's your goals?
So me, I've been kind of dabbling for about a year. My pops always told me, I was always talking about stocks, but we're young and we dumb. We don't really listen. So, I was just doing my thing. But last year, I kind of got real serious. Been doing a lot of research and reading. So that's where I'm at right now.
Okay. So do you have like a long-term goal, or do you have a short-term goal with stock? Are you trying to get in and flip, $1,000, or are you just kind of buying and holding, what's your general?
So typically with most people you have, or different type of traders you have, with me, I'm a long-term, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to trading, I'm a little too busy. I still work a full-time job, so it's too hard to watch stocks every minute of the day, so I'm more so of a long term. But I do some trading every now and then, and a couple flips. So that's pretty much where I stand as far as that's concerned. But mostly long term. That's where I'm looking at, being young especially.
Okay. We'll start with you, man. So the goal, we'll just pick a stock that you've been watching lately. As we kind of pick this up, we'll go into a little bit more specific stocks that we like, or specific industries. But I guess given everything that's been going on, like what's a stock that you've been looking at and why?
All right. So the first stock I'm gonna go into, and what I do want to let everybody know, just to kind of educate you a little bit, is always make sure you have good reasoning for picking stocks. Don't just pick it because it sounds good. Do your research, read. But in saying that, I'll say my first stock pick right now is Carnival Cruise Line.
Cruise
Reason
line.
being for me is because I look at balance sheets. That's my thing. Carnival Cruise Line in the normal circumstances, they typically bring in $2 to $3 billion a year. Just kind of break down a couple numbers for y'all. 2019 they brought in 2.9 billion. 2018 they brought in 3.1 billion. 2017 2.6 billion. And now it's probably like it's going bankrupt. I highly doubt that's going to happen. Reason being is because they have about half a billion in cash to spend. And even if they didn't make it with that half a billion in cash, the banks are going to loan the money. Reason being is because they got a bunch of these big chips that essentially will be useless.
Make it straight.
The shit would be worthless without them. So banks don't want that. They want the money to make it through. So that's why that's one of my picks right now.
Okay. So Carnival Cruise Line, I know is really, really popular. I've heard that before. So that's a good pick. But let's switch and let's get Epps on board. Let me see. My boy Mike dropped some.
Someone drop off?
Okay, yeah, drop off, and Epps, we're gonna get you on.
So you want to this one right here,
Okay.
and then Epps. All right, yeah. How do you make this tight?
Pause.
Pause.
Oh, okay. You're gonna be in the other one, bro.
Please, because hold on.
Right here. You gotta just tighten it.
Let's get Epps on the line.
Got it, bro.
Waiting for Epps.
So, Mike, you wanna chime in about some of your? Oh, here you gotta do something.
There you go.
You wanna chime? Oh,
There you go.
There.
He's right there.
Tighten it. What up, bro?
Hello, people. As y'all know, Zaynab, right? I'm new to this, so when it comes to stocks, I always wanted to do it, but I didn't know too much about it. So I'm the type of person I'm not about to just jump into some stuff not knowing nothing about it. So about like a good month and a half ago, right before the stuff started, the homie coworker, he was telling me about stocks. He's been doing it for a minute. He got mutual funds, he got stocks, he all into that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't really taught that stuff growing up. I guess his dad was on game about that, so he got a lot of money. Not really a lot of money, but nice little few thousand stacked up or whatever. But he was just telling me about it, so I had a little money to spend, so I invested.
So you want to
I really didn't know what I was doing, but really making off that shit, it seemed like I knew what I was doing, so I was doing day trading. I didn't even know that. I'm thinking that like you just buy stocks and you go off, you sell that shit. That's what stocks is, but that's a term called day trading. But like Zay was saying, he do it for the long term, which is something I want to get into too. But I feel like right now is a very good time to buy stocks due to the fact that it's a fire sale. Everybody got their prices at the low. Due to the coronavirus, it's scary. So when it comes to the ones that I'm looking at, at first when I first started, the reason why I was making money when I first got in, I had made like $1,200. I lost it. I made $1,200 in like 2 weeks, which is hella good. I made $1,200 in like 2 weeks, and I was doing a day trading. But the reason why I did good was because I was messing with pharma. So I was messing with all the companies that was doing, the vaccines. They kept popping up saying, "I'm gonna try to make a vaccine for the COVID-19." Another one's like, "I'm gonna make diagnostics machines, and I'm gonna make testing kits and all this other stuff." So everybody was investing. So I was, winning off of that. So at first, that's what I was going into. But as I started doing more analytics and really do success and stuff, I started learning that you got to be more diverse. You can't really put all your eggs in one basket because when you're going down, you know what I'm saying, the COVID-19 stuff was going up. So, the APT, so that's a ticker sign. And I forgot what it stands for. I think it's like something Protect, but they make the face mask. So they was going up. They went from $3 to like $19 like in 2 days. And they was booming. So there was another one called Vaxinex or something like that. I invested in them. They was at $5. They went up like $3 or whatever. I was winning off of them. So all these stocks was going up that pertain to that. And then like a week later, I don't know what the move was, but as anybody that mess with stocks know, like it shifts. It go ahead and be messing with COVID-19 one day, and then it goes to some other shit another day. So everything went down. That's why I lost that 1,200. So my thing is like I'm new. I'm still learning the analytics. I'm still learning how to watch trends. I'm still learning like the resistance and I forgot what the other thing's called. It's like basically when it hits its peak and when it come down, that's the resistance. When it go up, it's called something else like support or something. But I've just been watching YouTube videos, talking to other people. I've been getting game from Brian and Zay. And yeah, I'm just trying to get my feet wet in. So I don't really know too much about stocks, but right now, I would say it ain't really too specific that you have to be when it comes to like what stock you should jump in because everything low. But if you had to be specific, I'd say stuff that got dividends. So dividends, for people that don't know, that's the money that you can make off the stock. So they give you about like, let's say 6% of the stock. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, they give it to you quarterly, annually, or monthly. So if it was a stock that was worth 100, and then they was paying you 6% monthly, obviously it'll be $6. So let's say you had 100 of a stock, you're getting $600. You know what I'm saying, a month. So making money off of the dividends, that's what I'm trying to get into. Later on in life, my little money that I got $3,000, $2,000 in the stocks, they ain't really gonna make too much money. But as you make money playing with the stocks, and you start flipping your little thousands, and you possibly get to like 40,000, 50,000. That's when you really start doing the dividends. I mean, you could be messing with it now. Just reinvest your money because let's say you make money off the dividends, and you only make like $300-400 every 3 months. Take that $300-400 and put it back in the market. Because what you don't know, what people do know when they mess with stocks, you do get tax on that. If it ain't in the market. Yep. So you might want to reinvest that. But like I said, I'm still learning. I don't know too much, but I know enough just to get my feet wet. But I advise anybody that got a little change on them that they ain't willing to lose. Not saying you're gonna lose it, but if you just got some money you just put to the side, I would put it to the side in the stock market. Go buy you some Carnival, like you were saying. Go buy you some Boeing. Go buy you some Norwegian cruise lines. Go buy you some AMD. AMD would be a good one to buy. They fluctuate. They're only fluctuating like $2 or $3, which is showing that people are selling, but there's a lot of people that's still buying it. You know what I'm saying? They know that it's gonna boom. And AMD, they make processors for it. Quantum computers. If I don't know if y'all know about that, but that's gonna be big. PS4 or PS5 is coming out.
Oh yeah, that's
Xbox.
right. Yep.
Yeah, and a couple other things. But they really about to be booming. Like as soon as they hit like November, they're gonna be the one. Like for real. So if you see them drop, go ahead and pick them up. If I was you, I'd go ahead and invest in what's they call it? Avis, the car company.
Oh yeah.
Yep. The rental car people. Yep.
Hey, they drop.
Look, don't be giving up all your secrets, man, in the first shot. You're supposed to be one and done. You're gonna give us all 13 stocks.
I ain't no professional, bro. I'm trying to give game because like I said earlier, nobody told me about stocks. I knew about stocks, but like I was thinking it was some complex shit where not anybody can do it. When really anybody can do it. You do your research, you'll be able to do it. You got a little money in your pocket, go ahead and invest that. Watch it. And you can't be emotional too. I was emotional at first. You can't just be like seeing that shit drop 2%. You're like, oh, let me snatch that shit up. You're gonna lose all your money, bro. Don't do that. Like I said, I'm just new to this. I'm really trying to get my feet wet. I got my feet wet, but not my whole body yet. I'm trying to dig into it. Like I say early next year, I should be doing decent with it. But yeah, man, if you got any money to spend it in stocks. Go ahead and invest in yourself because that's really what it is.
Okay, I see you, Kev. You're asking if Avis is owned by Enterprise or Hertz. That's good to know. At one point in time, I bet against Avis. I think I took a short against them. You guys can look up shorting a stock. It's basically kind of in the simplest terms. Like I said, I'm no professional. I'm giving you the simplest terms is, you're basically betting against the stock. So at one point in time, I really was banking on, Turo, just kind of like the Airbnb of cars, giving, the rental car industry a run for their money. So he's banned from him. But so he's a fool. So all right, man. if you want to stay on, cool. I'm gonna pass it to Jay and introduce yourself, your stock, history, and give us the stock that you're looking at right now.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? I'm Jayton. You call me Jay. But yeah, I've been in the stock game for like back in 2016. That was when cannabis was becoming legalized, I believe, in California. And so that's what really got me into it, because I was like, all right, that's like free money out there. How am I going to be able to make money on the side? Because I already know that the job won't be able to do it. So as soon as I found out about that, I started investing. Some companies, one is called Aurora CB Cannabis. Another one was Canopy Group or something like that.
Yeah, CGC.
Yeah, CGC.
Canopy Growth.
Yeah, Canopy Growth. Yeah, that's the one that that's owned by, well, actually Snoop Dogg and Drake and all of them. Like they got some investments in it. So but one of the biggest thing I was really getting into was the Canadians, because they legalized marijuana back in 2016. But then in 2018, they legalized it to be like recreational, like you can buy it and sell it and stuff like that. So I've been in the cannabis industry, just investing in stocks since then. And to be honest, it's super volatile. I mean, even like right now, because of the fact, even though that it's legalized in some places and others, there's a lot of demand, but not enough supplies, right? So there's not enough stores, that's out there, like dispensaries and stuff like that. And not only that, but you got to be 21 to buy it, So it's like there's a whole bunch of barriers going on. Plus with regulations, with the taxes. I mean, California itself is like, I believe like 15% or something like that on the dispensaries. So, if you're trying to buy cannabis there, you're going to get really taxed on that. I mean, there's just so much going on in that industry right now. But I mean, it's a booming industry, right? Like right now, they said last year, California made about $3 billion in cannabis. But the only bad thing about that, 80% of it was illegally, so we still got the illegal market that's still profiting off of that too. So, but however, they're still saying that globally it's going to be like over $30 billion worth, throughout the world. And as more countries continue to legalize marijuana, I mean, it's about to jump off. So yeah, so like right now, that's the main one I'm investing in is Canopy Growth. I got some yesterday, matter of fact, because it was at like sharing at like $10 or something. Yeah, it was like $10, but it used to be, I want to say like over a year ago, like almost $40. So see what I mean? Like it is definitely growing. Another one is CV Science. I don't know if you guys are into penny stocks, but that's trading right now for about 33 cents. And when we talk about CB, CBD, that's legalized too through the hemp by the government out here in the United States. So even though that's itself is also a volatile industry, it's a lot of legalization that's going on with that too. So I'm investing in that as well. And yeah, I think that's it for now. So yeah, that's kind of like my investments right now is just in the cannabis. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, Indie Hustles, Kev. Gold. Yeah, I heard gold is popping right now.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, did we lose Zay? Anybody want to jump on there?
Yeah. Anybody want to join this talk? Let's see. Any requests? Go live with Zay
or Indie Hustle.
Indie Hustle. Indie Hustle.
Yeah. Go ahead. So as we bring in our guest or someone to join the conversation, which we appreciate the community. So for me, I've been probably investing in stock since I'd say about 2010, really, I remember having shares of Google back when it was like, I don't know, $200, $300. Now they will join. I've dabbled in options a little bit, shorts, nothing crazy, just whatever I felt comfortable losing, in terms of, my investments. And I always suggest that just invest what you feel comfortable losing, So for me at the time, it may have been $1,000. Now with everything going on, I'm probably only putting like $100 in at a time. Right. So, my strategy is a little bit of both. I like to be aggressive in terms of, I think I explained it to somebody the other day. It's kind of like a moderate, aggressive type of strategy where for me, I'm aggressive in a lot of emerging technologies and cannabis, I would say chips, autonomous technology, but then I'm a little more conservative and going for like big, S&P 500 types of stocks, the Disneys, the Nikes and things like that. Even if I have to get in via like an ETF, which is was it an equity traded fund? It's basically like a buying into a group of stocks that you can't buy outright necessarily. So they'll have shares of Google, Home Depot, Nike, Apple, and you buy into a group of those. So Virgin Galactic, there we go. Good to see the interaction. So for me, a stock that I'm looking at, I would say right now, I'll give you guys a 2-for-1. Is going to be LabCorp and Quest Diagnostics. So with everything going on, with the testing and things, right? Yeah, testing is important. Look, I got my sage in here in case y'all concerned. Look, we got the sage. keep the sage for now. You know what I mean? We're gonna have the sage to keep us safe. But I'm looking at LabCorp. I'm looking at Quest Diagnostics. Just given the time, I hadn't tracked them before, but I mean, I've also heard United Healthcare is a strong one to take a look at as well. So those are just some stocks I'm looking at again. So if you just join LabCorp, Quest Diagnostics that are doing testing, and even maybe United Healthcare. Now it's a serious time, I understand, and we got to take care of our health, but this is also a time if you're quarantining, you're looking at some things, do your research and take a look.
Time to do some research.
Yes, the time to do research. You know what I mean? Don't sit back, keep your brain active, and learn a little bit. So.
And then, two, I just wanted to explain some terms because I know we may be talking to some people that have never done this before or thinking about doing it. Yep. And, for example, when we say volatility, I just want to explain to you guys what that is. When we say the market is volatile, that means it's going down heavily one day, it's going up, it's going down. You can't really predict it. Nothing is consistent. So when we say that something's volatile, that's essentially what we mean. There are some options to protect yourself when the market is volatile. So like Brian said, you have shorts where you can almost bet against stocks. You have things like I talked to them about a stock called TVIX, which is pretty much like a fear index. So right now people are panicking, they're selling. So you'll notice as the market goes up, that stock will go down. But it's a good play for times like these because like today was a great day, but tomorrow we probably will get some more bad news with all these cities and counties shutting down. So it's a good bet to roll with something that will protect you in those times. So just something else to consider for you guys that maybe getting in, especially right now because it's hectic. And I'll also tell you, don't chase stocks. That is one of the worst things you can do. I mean, if you see something going up and up and up, sometimes you might not want to just jump in, and that's why we say do your research, because you can jump in and it can fall off a cliff, and then you're hurting. So I want to let you guys know that.
Okay. Got a couple questions over here.
Quick question. I'm glad you guys are asking questions. That was actually a question I was going to ask. So what trading apps are you using? What have you used? I know we talked before and used a few, so tell us some of the ones you use, and then we're going to tap Chris in to talk about his next stock. But
sure. So I use two. Reason being because, like I told you guys earlier, I trade sometimes. So I use Robinhood for more so trading or short-term stuff that I do every once in a while. And then I use Webull for my long-term. And the reason why I do that is because the way my brain is set up, if I see something every day, it makes me want to mess with it. So I use Webull long-term to just buy things and leave it alone. I barely open it. That's my way of investing long-term for me, because that works for me and it doesn't work for everybody. Robinhood, I use short-term just because if you're getting into for the first time, Robinhood is really simple. It's easy to look at. It's easy to understand the charts that you're looking at, whereas other companies are a lot more complex, such as Webull. Webull's graphs will throw you off if you're a beginner. So that's my bet, man. Chris, I'll tap out so you can go in there.
All right. We're gonna switch our guest back in.
Real fast. I want to answer another question by Sherman. He said, invest in what you feel comfortable losing. Is that speculation or just a reminder about market unpredictability? I mean, yeah, I mean, it definitely just depends on, depending on what you want to invest with. They do say, don't be afraid to invest in something you're not afraid of losing your money. So, that's my mentality is like, hey, if I got it, if I'm willing to, to bet on it, then I'm going to go ahead and put it down. So, let's see. And then speculation, reminder about the market unpredictability. Yeah, I mean, it's just, even like right now, with the whole thing that's going on with this coronavirus, it's unpredictable. And even though that we say, hey, it's going to go up to tomorrow, it may not go up tomorrow. We can't predict the future. So it's kind of like the only way that we can predict it is just by seeing the charts and what it's done in the past. I know that's how I usually know, like, okay, it has a potential to go up, to that certain amount of number, because that's what it used to be in the past. So I look at the patterns, and when it upticks and when it doesn't uptick, that's when I start investing in that particular stock. So, yeah. If so, Grady, I see that you're on YouTube, man.
All right, Chris. So I guess to answer that first question, what platform do you use or platforms do you use to trade? And then, let us know what other stock you're looking at. If you got any left.
It's a little easier. I've never used it. My partner was trying to put me on it, but they was using TD Ameritrade, and they was trying to make it seem like it was hella hard to use. I'm the type of person, you like, give me a challenge, I'm going to take that challenge. So he was like, hey, you was rocking it. It's way easier. I'm like, nah, TD Ameritrade. Plus, they have way more tools, so I catch on to shit real quick. So I use a TD Ameritrade, and there is a lot of good tools on there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you into analytics and like watching trade, like he was saying earlier, I think that's a good platform to use. You know what I'm saying? Like if you need certain information, you know what I'm saying, particular information. Then they got like some on the desktop called Thinkorswim. I haven't downloaded it yet, but it makes it where you can customize it to where it fits your way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like you may want it to where it show like weird ass graphs of this going down and it does this. I want to get alerted. Like it's a bunch of crazy shit. I don't read up on it. I don't know too much about it, but there's a lot of analytic tools on there that you can use. So yeah, TD Ameritrade is what I use.
Yep.
But I was just gonna say about another stock that y'all should look at is Virgin Galactica, or I think it's like Galactic or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was just peeping it the other day, so I don't know if y'all know, the company Virgin, but they're about to make it to where they're gonna start sending people up. So they doing their own projects of space travel and putting stuff into orbit. Yep. But they about to make it to where they'll send like rich folks up in the space about 30-20 minutes or whatever, and they're gonna be cashing out about $25,000 for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a whole bunch of money being spent, you know what I'm saying, in that company. Mm-hmm. But on top of that, they want to use that same tool or that same little transportation for actual travel. So instead of flying in a plane, you pay however much money they're gonna charge, and they send you up into orbit. And let's say you're in New Mexico, because that's the place where they started off at first. You start in New Mexico, and then they send you up, and then you'll be in like New York within like the next 30 minutes or something, like 15. Like it's crazy stuff. So I think that's gonna be the next way of travel, like within the next, like I'd say 60 years. It's gonna be like a normal thing. But like no time soon it's gonna really be out there like that. But I think the part about rich people, paying for that just to be up in the orbit, that's gonna be real soon. I think they putting the first person up next year, supposedly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Looks like we have a question on here. So Kev was asking, are you worried about jumping in? Get closer. Are you worried about jumping in early on stocks with all uncertainty of the coronavirus? Meaning buy now and it could go even lower than this? What's your thoughts? Do you feel like it's not low enough to jump in, or what are your thoughts?
Nobody knows what the bottom is, to be honest.
Yep.
So that being said, it all depends on what type of person that you are. If you're aggressive, that's a bull. That's another term in stocks that I learned. Or you can be a bear, which means you're conservative. I found that I'm more bullish. So my personal opinion on it, nah. If I don't know where the bottom at, I'm gonna keep going ahead and buying it until whatever happens. I feel like this coronavirus is not a financial issue than a health issue. So with that being said, they trying to combat the health issue. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, they're trying to combat the financial issue too. But I think as soon as they combat the health issue, the financial issue gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think this gonna last for like a good 3 to 4 months, if that. It should be over by summer. Then they saying stuff about, you know, when they start heating up, just like any other flu, it's gonna go away. You know, the flu and other viruses, they can't last at certain temperatures. They were saying if you go in the sauna for 15, 20 minutes, the coronavirus is gone, supposedly. So I don't see this lasting too long. So I don't think the bottom is coming anytime soon. So I think the bounce back of be coming back sooner than the bottom. So me personally, I'm about to buy straight up.
Okay, Jay, you next on another stock talk pick. So what do you think about that question in terms of coming in? Is it the bottom? How do you feel? And then what your next stock that you're looking at?
Yeah. I'll definitely. I look at Yeah, I feel like we don't really know when the bottom is. I mean, it can continue to drop. You know, I definitely. I remember in the past I would try to like predict it. Like, all right, maybe if it's like right in the middle. You know, if I take a loss and I know I can always get it back up, but I don't know. I just really just see how I really look at the news a lot, just seeing what they're saying with the stock, you know, how the industry is going, you know, where we're going with the future. I really pay attention to a lot of that stuff and who really influences the decision making. And not only that, but the reports. I don't think we talked about reports, you know, when the reports are out, that's when people really want to start, you know, selling off, you know, and which I think is the perfect opportunity is to buy after the report has been listed because you don't know if it's going to go up or down. So I always look at the reports, which are usually like quarterly. So that's like every 3 months. And I look at, you know, again with the news of just saying what they're talking about with the stock. So that's how I predict if I'm going to buy low or, you know, in the middle of where it's at in the pattern. Yeah.
And what's another stock you're looking at right now?
Another one? Let me think. Yeah. At one point it was or the other cannabis stock was Aphria. It's called Aphria. It's another Canadian stock that I was looking into because there was like 3 stocks that was like predicted to like have the best outcome, which was the Canopy, the Aurora, then I think it's called Aphria. So those are like the 3 main Canadian stocks that were projected to like really make a lot of money. So I'm looking into that one right now. I forget how much it is, but that was one of the stocks I was looking into. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me,
$2.36, $2.36 right now. That's how much it is.
To answer the question, I use Robinhood as a trading platform. To answer the question earlier, I've used Options House, which I think ended up getting absorbed into TD Ameritrade. It was basically like purely focus was option trading. I've had TD Ameritrade, but I usually just use Robinhood because I'm kind of a long-term guy like you, Zay. Like, you know, I'm kind of at the point where I'm just buying and just trying to set it and forget it, you know. So that's what you know, my answer to that. In terms of, you know, if it's the bottom or when's the right time to buy, you know, I guess to combat that, Zay, I think we talked about that before. What's that term we use? We talked about when you buy it like staggered. So if you're worried.
Yeah, so basically you average down or cost down, some people say. So basically just to explain that term is when things are dropping, but just say you have $1,000, you don't want to put that whole $1,000 in a market like this right now. You see it drop 15%, a lot of people think, oh man, it dropped a lot. Let me put that $1,000 down and I can make it up. But if it drops another 50%, then you screwed yourself. Mm-hmm. So the way you do that is you average down. You put $250 in this first drop, and then you may wait a week and then see where it goes. If it drops again, you may put another $250 in. And the reason why you do that is because if you, like Chris said, you can never predict the bottom. Unless any of you guys are fortune tellers, it's never going to happen. So if you keep trying to wait for the bottom, days where the stock market will go up 20% one day just because of news or whatever case may happen. So you can never really guess where the bottom, you can never really know where the bottom is. All you can do is put your best foot forward, do your research, and try to be in a position where you put some money in when you are towards the bottom.
I guess that's how I would answer that question.
Okay, that's a good answer. So, average cost or costing down or costing up, you could apply it both ways if not
Exactly.
sure and you want to buy, shares at a time. So maybe you don't want, like you said, you maybe want to break that $1,000 into a few different smaller investments and buy it week by week, and track it. So, I think for me too. So another stock for me is Alibaba. Alibaba.
Yes.
I was going through my Robinhood tracker. Yeah, Alibaba is a good stock to maybe take a look at right now. In terms of they're basically like the Chinese Amazon, right? So online delivery services, any type of online delivery services or products, and even technology, Zoom, those types of things are going to be really hot right now that allow people to communicate, telecommunicate, telework, and do those things. But I would definitely say, take a look at Alibaba right now. It's not $1,000 stock like Amazon is. It's at 180. I just looked. It's been down maybe about 80 bucks in this past month. So I see that's a strong stock to buy and hold on to, and it doesn't it doesn't break the bank. So if you got an extra $200, you just buy a share and just wait. So
And I agree with Brian, man. I mean, just to be honest with you guys, with these stocks, there's a lot of value right now. I mean, look at Facebook. You could buy Facebook and be a shareholder in Facebook for less than Darren Jordan, which is my next stock.
There you go.
It's Facebook. You know what I mean? Facebook has one of the best balance sheets in the whole stock market. It's top 10 by far.
Yep.
So I mean, that's that. And I should explain a balance sheet for those of you guys that don't know what a balance sheet is. A balance sheet is what a company uses to break down their revenue, their debt, their operating costs, things like that. And that's very important to look at because, for example, everybody knows Tesla, right? We see people driving around in Teslas, but a lot of people don't know Tesla barely turned a profit last quarter. They were negative.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, those are all important things to think about when you're investing in a stock because a lot of these companies on the stock market are not making money. They're actually losing money. So you have to be aware of that before you just jump in or just go off of name recognition because if a company is losing money, that means that they can easily fail if they're not turning a profit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what's another stock? I think this is your third and final one. Going around the circle. So what's another good stock that you're looking at right now?
What's another good stock that I'm looking at right now? Another one that I've been floating around because it's the really good stock, and I feel like we are moving to mobile payments. It's taking a beating right now. Is Square. I don't know if you guys notice a lot of small businesses. They use Square payment where they have a little laptop or whatever hooked up. Slide your card or you do your Apple Pay. But I feel like mobile payments are going to be a thing of the future, with smaller businesses and people doing a lot of different things on their own. You need a way to accept payment. And who carries cash anymore? Let's be honest. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I talk to most of you guys, 50% of you guys have no cash right now. It's all, I use my card, I use my credit card to get my points, my airfare points or whatever. So cash is kind of becoming a thing of the past. So that's another thing to consider. All of us are now spending mobile payments as well. So, I mean, it's oh, bro,
I know he dropping dollars out here. Money.
That's all I
Man,
got.
thank me for that. Thank for the tip.
I gotta sanitize these dollars now.
Right. Wash your hands.
exactly. But even now with COVID, people don't want to touch money. You getting tired of your boys telling you I ain't got no cash on me, so I gotta take you back in 2 weeks. So a lot of people using Venmo and Square and things like that. So mobile payments are another big industry to look into because right now we're becoming digital, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. PayPal's another good one.
Yep.
Yeah, PayPal, exactly.
Cash App. Did you say Cash App? Yep.
Are they
Cash App
public
is owned
yet,
by
though?
PayPal.
They're not public yet.
No, they're not public, but I mean, people still use Cash App to give money to each other.
I think PayPal owns Cash App.
I thought
They do?
I
PayPal?
thought Square was Cash App. Anybody?
It's one of the two.
Everybody watching. Who does Cash App? Who owns?
Who owns Cash App? That's why we got to Google it. Who owns Cash
Square
App?
or PayPal, one of the two. So PayPal owns Venmo, maybe.
PayPal owns Venmo. Yeah, I think so.
I think Venmo. My bad.
Let's see. Here we go. PayPal owns Venmo. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. And I think Square owns Cash App.
Yeah.
Our
Okay.
trusty source just looked at us. we got a secret. We got a stat man like Top Dog, like what they call on TNT on NBA GTA. I put it on a T-shirt. Top Dog.
Yeah.
Big top leader right
And that's
now.
another thing
Right.
the stock market will teach you too, is that a lot of these companies are not companies; they're owned by parent companies.
Yep.
So, like, we know who owns the gram. That's another reason why I like Facebook. They own the gram.
Mhm.
So, you know, that's a stock that's not going nowhere anytime soon because we all use the gram and we all use Facebook. So,
Mhm.
those are things that the stock market will teach you as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna get Chris back on here. We're gonna and then we'll hit you back. We come back one more time to you know what I mean? Say your final goodbyes. He's up top. He's all the way up top.
Ready? That one?
Yeah.
All right. Try one more time.
Who's on here? Hey Ronnie, how you doing?
Connect.
There we
Yo,
go.
yo. There you go.
All right, good brother. You done got warm now, boy. You done came. You done left. You was a
I'm
crip.
getting ready. I'm supposed to be leaving.
Oh, okay. So you was a crip earlier. You came back with blood on the chat down. Hey.
Nah, another stock that I'll mess with. This is maybe I'm wrong about it, but I got a good hunch. In my opinion, I think that they're gonna boom later on. The oil industry. Due to like Saudi Arabia and Russia. I don't know if y'all heard about it when they went ahead and start putting their prices low. So they was having a little price war or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Everything went low. So everything tanked. You know what I'm saying? If anybody that been in America, you feel me, like they go ahead and have these high prices, then out of nowhere go down and then go right back up. So right now when it comes to the stocks, they're low. So it was when I was looking at his VO. I don't know the actual name of him. That's the ticker. But I'm messing with them. Like I was telling y'all earlier, UWT.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a penny stock right now, but they actually average around like $15, like between $12 to $15. And about 7 years ago, they was about, I think, 20 or something like that. But just like how you said, you look at the whole duration of time that they've been, popping or whatever. So if they've been good for like the last 20 years and they only tanked during the time of, this coronavirus, they gonna go back up.
Yeah.
So right now they're penny stock, they at 30 cents. I went ahead and went in.
Nice.
I bought 1,300 stock shares. I need it. So I mean, if anybody willing to go into that, I would do that. You know what I'm saying? Because 1,300 shares, if they go up to let's say $10, I got a nice little pretty penny.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're willing to make some money, you might want to go mess with them. So UWT, DO, ExxonMobil, they ticker number is XOM. They got dividends. They got nice dividends. I think they're like at 16% or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it's another one. It's a couple, but if you want to just dabble into the stocks, for people that's new, just like me, I'm still new. I think it was like last month and a half. But I would mess with that. So when it comes to that, that's the third one I fuck with.
Cool.
Okay.
Dope.
Well, stay tuned, or if you got to run, do me a favor before you go and put in some of those stocks, the actual ticker symbols that you're talking about. Put those into the group chat right now so people know where to find them or whatnot, the name of them. And then, we'll do this again with you, brother. So appreciate your time. We're going to try and cover different topics or whatnot. So, we already talked about just trying to make this a healthy thing to do.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and hit me, and I'm on there.
Copper plummeting. Okay. You hear anything about somebody just wrote something about copper here in the comments on the YouTube?
I didn't hear nothing about copper. but I wouldn't be surprised if it's plummeting. Gold was going up. It
Yeah.
went up a nice little percentage, I think, last week. And it's another company. I think dude was talking about it. It's GOLD. Obviously gold, but I mean they invest in gold too. I don't know exactly what. I don't know exactly.
Like gold? Is that what it is? Gold?
No, I mean
The
the
shiny
actual
stuff, you know, you put
commodity,
on your chain.
the actual commodity ticker for gold. I don't think it's gold. It's something else, right?
Right. I think so. Yeah. I forget what it is. Let's see.
You gotta put hot dog
Gold.
on the thing.
Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's gold? What's the gold ticker? Stat man.
I know.
GOLD is something totally different, but they deal with gold. So I mean, they only come up too. I was watching their little fluctuation or whatever, and I was looking at how long they've been in or whatever. But I think they're gonna be moving soon too. But that's another one y'all should mess with. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my little book, and I'm gonna go ahead and send the little tickets I got. But I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, appreciate you,
Cool.
bro.
Thanks, man.
All right, bro. Y'all have a good one.
All right,
Yes,
let's
sir.
So Jay,
Gold is safe haven during turmoil. Zay just said that.
So what was last stock for you that you want to throw out, if anything you think of?
Shoot, man. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what other stocks I've been messing with. Yeah, I just been with the cannabis this whole time. What I used to be in was like Fitbit, you know, like the watches and stuff. Yeah. I don't know how much it is right now, but I was into that because I was like, oh yeah, that's like the future. You know, everybody's not using their phones. You know, everybody's looking at their watches digitally and all that stuff. But yeah, it's at $6 right now. Okay, see, I remember when I was investing in it, it was at least at like $10, so not much, but yeah. So I was looking into that.
What about the 5G? Who runs 5G?
To the 5G.
Anything that you do with 5G, because that's gonna be the next thing coming up.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody
5G.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna be the next thing coming up. So you should look at stuff that got to do with 5G.
Mhm.
All right, we'll cover that on our next series. We're gonna try and do different series where we do tech, so we can maybe talk about data, 5G. We'll do some real estate. I think I want to try and focus on that next. Maybe do some real estate.
Zay wants to get on one more time.
Yeah, jump in, Zay.
Come on, Zay. Zay's like the coach,
on.
man. He's the coach right now. Zay's the coach.
So I think another stock is waiting for you to jump on, Zay. I'll throw my last one is PG&E. You know, we talked about PG&E before. It's a utility company. Unfortunately, people may have some hard time paying their bills, but it's power. We can't go without gas and power, as you see in these times. They're kind of rebuilding from their bankruptcy and all that, so they were already coming in as a low company. Before the recession hit, they actually have been holding on fairly decently in terms of. I think they were up at like $11 or something. A couple of weeks ago, they're about $7, almost $8. So they didn't drop too far in terms of what they're doing. So in utility companies, I would look at PG&E. I mean, if you're other places, like your local utility company that's publicly traded. Down here, it's San Diego Gas and Electric, which is under SRE, which is Sempra. So I think Edison in LA. Just take a look at utility companies. That's a good long play if you're somebody that's into just, buying something and just kicking back and relaxing. A lot of the utility stocks aren't that high, or at least the ones I mentioned. So,
good point. And also, as you mentioned, PG&E, this is another thing. Just because a company goes bankrupt, don't think about bankruptcy. I got zero money. A lot of times, companies go into bankruptcy to get rid of debt, or they go into bankruptcy to get rid of liabilities and things like that. So, for example, when PG&E filed for bankruptcy, a lot of people just panicked. But right now, they got approved to restructure and do what they have to do. So it's not like the stock is going to zero. So sometimes when you hear bankruptcy, don't panic, and that's why balance sheets and things like that are important, because then you know why they're in bankruptcy or why they're doing what they're doing. So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of that knowledge too, because a lot of people hear bankruptcy and it's like, oh, they're broke. No, don't touch it. A lot of times when they're in bankruptcy, it's a good time to get in because the stock has dropped a lot. You can get in and make some money. So let
Yeah.
you know.
I see Jeremy said one of his coworkers dropped 12K. Wow, that's a big investment. Gee, I personally, I maybe would have took that and gotten some real estate. You know what I mean? But hey, if you got 12K to burn, then more power to him.
Mhm.
So for you, Zane, any other last thoughts, man, as we wrap this up?
Last stock I'm in, man, to be honest with you, is Delta. I've been playing with the airlines too, because the airlines are struggling right
Delta.
now. They're talking. That's
All
another
airlines struggling.
bankruptcy play. You might hear them throwing around bankruptcy and
United.
bailouts and things like that. But what you have to remember, like I said, bankruptcy is not always a bad thing. This is the reason being. The government is not going to let airlines shut down. Let's be honest.
No.
They're too pivotal to the economy. So what they will do is, even if the company has no money, they will bail them out and they will be just fine. So,
Yeah.
I mean, just think of it like this. You're getting a deal on an airline. I think Delta was trading at $50 or $60 a share, something around that previously, and now it's way down. So that's just another one of my plays. That's what I do to, kind of play with the market when I know it's coming back. It's just a matter of when. Eventually we're all going to start. The coronavirus has everybody spooked. I'm not traveling. I'm not going nowhere. But as soon as this blows over, like H1N1 or Ebola or any of the other viruses, bro, we taking trips again. I'm 50,000.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real.
That traveling like crazy.
It's only a time right now to be scared, but once they say vaccine or it's cool, or like you said, like Chris said, I think when the heat's up and the virus goes away, man, we catching flights, not feeling. So
there you go. There you go.
Absolutely.
So
Cool.
Jay, you have any last closing thoughts?
Nah, man, I learned a lot. Like there's just so many ways to invest in all these different industries. Like it's at the end of the day, we can make money. You know what I mean? It's just, and that's just the name. That's the main thing. And so as long as we keep talking, and be up to date of what's going on, man, we're gonna win out here. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, man. So hopefully you guys got some tools, some tips. And Nicole, thanks for joining us on the YouTube. Sherman, a bunch of different folks. Kev, thanks for joining on there. Chris, I see you, man. Drop your stock tickers, Chris. You too, Zay. You guys, I'll tap mine in right now. Right, but as we said, we're not stock professionals. We're just some guys that we talk about it, and we've been trying to share information. So we figured it'd be helpful. I know a lot of people have asked me. I'm pretty sure I've asked you guys as well about stock options and what to do. And I know we always talk about it on Facebook. Zay, me, you, Chris, sometimes Deshaun, some of those other cats. So, if you guys have any other questions, just, follow the page. Some of you guys are already following the page. Drop us a DM if you want to know about a certain stock or an industry. I think we all got a little extra time on our hands right now. So, take care of yourselves. You know what I mean? We got the Sage here. We're taking this serious as well. But, we got together to try and make this happen for you guys. And we'll probably find a way to kind of keep doing this virtually.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Good luck out there. Stay healthy, bro. Zay, I'll see you up there, my NorCal brother. You know what I mean?
Oh, video ended.
Oh shit. All right then.
Damn, I guess we only had share the story, right?
All right, yeah, sure. All right, man. Look like we got cut off.
35 viewers total though. Come on, man. There we go. Yeah. Hey, but the YouTube is still going, so.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, like B was saying, good times. Hey, thanks for people that was on YouTube. Grady, Nicholas, Sherman, AD was on there too. I don't know if he still is. Thanks for bearing with us, you guys. We'll make sure that we'll continue to do this. The technical stuff will get crispier as we keep going, and
Oh yeah, stay tuned. First Tuesday, we're trying to figure out the next step for that locally, getting together. We probably aren't going to have something in April just due to what's going on. We're trying to work on getting some good workshops lined up for you. So we're still working behind the scenes, to get that. So stay tuned. And good luck again, everybody out there. So have a good one.
Yep. Appreciate y'all for doing this. That's Nicholas.
Oh yeah, Nicholas. I said Nicole. My bad.
He said Nicole.
I ain't blind. Y'all too far away. No problem, man. No problem.
Cool. Thanks, fellas. Oh, that's AD.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir, AD.
Yes, sir. Good luck out there.
Yeah, good luck, man. We'll catch y'all later, all right? Peace. And yes.